The second phase of version 5.2 has finally dropped, and the new banner featuring Zhongli and Neuvillette is causing a lot of excitement. If you're still unsure about whether to pull, or if you've been saving up your Primo Gems for future characters, let me break down why this could be one of the best banner opportunities we've seen in quite a while. With 2 incredibly strong 5-star characters and some excellent 4-star supports, this is definitely a banner worth considering. Here's why. One of the biggest reasons to pull for Zhongli and Neuvillette now is that they are not likely to be rerun anytime soon. If you've been keeping an eye on past banner patterns, you'll know that Zhongli typically gets a rerun about once every region. This means that if you miss your chance now, you may not see him again for a while. As for Neuvillette, with version 5.3 right around the corner, there's little chance that he will rerun during the Natlan storyline. The next time we might see him is possibly when the Schneznaya region drops, but that could be far down the line. So if you're a fan of these 2 characters and want them on your roster, now is definitely the time to pull. A lot of players are skipping out on Zhongli and Neuvillette because they are saving up for Mavuika. But here's the thing, Archons tend to get reruns 4 patches after their initial release. Furina was the exception to this rule, getting her rerun after 5 patches. So, with version 5.7 expected to feature Mavuika, it's highly likely that Zhongli and Neuvillette won't return until version 6X, which is still a long way off. If you're planning to prioritize your pulls, it makes much more sense to grab Zhongli and Neuvillette now and save your Primo Gems for Mavuika later. This way, you're not missing out on these strong characters, and you'll still be able to go for Mavuika when the time comes. Another reason to seriously consider pulling is the synergy between Zhongli and Neuvillette. Individually, both of these characters are incredible, but together they create a combination that's hard to beat. Zhongli's shields are among the best defensive tools in the game. His shields are nearly unbreakable and provide excellent protection, making even the toughest enemies seem much more manageable. On top of that, Zhongli's elemental skill reduces enemy resistances, which means your whole team, including Neuvillette, will deal more damage. Zhongli's shield is also great for keeping Neuvillette safe while he charges up his attacks. Speaking of Neuvillette, he's a Hydro Catalyst user who excels at dealing massive damage with his charged attacks. His playstyle revolves around staying on the field for longer periods of time and charging up his attacks uninterrupted. Zhongli's shield ensures that Neuvillette can stay on the field and charge his attacks without worrying about enemies interrupting him. Together, Zhongli's shields amplify Neuvillette's damage output while keeping him protected. This synergy is perfect for high-end content like the Spiral Abyss, where you need both survivability and damage to tackle the toughest challenges. The 4-star characters featured in this banner are also worth mentioning. Yao Yao, Fischl, and Heizo each offer their own unique contributions to the team. Let's start with Yao Yao. She plays a dual role in this team by offering both healing and dendro application. Her elemental skill summons Yuege, a little companion that targets enemies and applies dendro. This makes sure that Neuvillette's hydro attacks trigger bloom reactions, which is a powerful way to deal damage. Yaoyao's healing also provides some much-needed support, ensuring that your team stays alive even when facing tough enemies. Fischl is another strong 4-star character who works really well with Zhongli and Neuvillette. Fischl applies Electro off-field, which is great for triggering reactions with Neuvillette's hydro attacks. Her elemental skill summons Oz, an Electro Raven that will continue to apply Electro to enemies over time, helping you deal constant damage even when she's not on the field. Fischl is perfect for providing off-field Electro application, which is crucial for keeping up those reaction-based damage boosts. Then we have Heizo, who may not be the best fit with Zhongli and Neuvillette in terms of synergy, but he's still a great addition to this banner. Heizo has the longest gap between his reruns, so if you've been looking to get him, this is probably your best chance. While he doesn't perfectly complement the Zhongli-Neuvillette combo, his ability to deal good damage and apply an MO can still be useful in certain situations. When you combine all these characters, the team works in a way that maximizes their strengths. Zhongli keeps everyone protected with his shield, which allows the other characters to focus on offense without worrying about taking damage. Yao Yao and Fischl apply their respective elements, Dendro and Electro, which synergize perfectly with Neuvillette's hydro attacks. Neuvillette, in turn, deals massive damage with his charged attacks, triggering reactions and dealing impressive numbers. This team composition is versatile and can handle almost any type of content, whether it's single-target bosses or large groups of enemies. If you're still undecided, it's important to remember that chances like this don't come around too often. Zhongli and Neuvillette both bring incredible value to any team, and their synergy together makes them even more powerful. The 4-star lineup adds even more value to this banner, making it one of the best chances to pull for some truly powerful characters in the game. If you've been waiting for the right time to spend your Primo Gems, this is definitely it. Zhongli and Neuvillette bring incredible individual value, but when paired together, they become an unstoppable force. Plus, with the potential for a long wait until their next rerun, this could be your best chance to get them. So, if you've been on the fence about pulling for Zhongli, Neuvillette, or even both, now might be the time to make your decision. Are you planning to pull for these two powerhouse characters, or are you saving for someone else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching!